Always Patsy Cline. It's more than a tribute to the legendary country singer. It's also the true story of a unique friendship between Cline and a fan from Houston. And joining us today is the star of the show, now playing at the Wick Theater in Boca Raton, Kelly Cash. Good morning and welcome.
Oh, thank
so
you
nice
for
to
having
have you
me.
here.
It's great to be here.
Wow, you know, this is something, although Patsy Cline died very young, her songs are still very popular, like, Crazy, Walking After Midnight, I Fall to Pieces, and we were just talking, you get to sing all those, plus 24 more, and you wish there were more.
Oh, I do.
A lot of good songs.
There's some I'm connected to because of family friends. I'm like, oh, that song's on
maybe
there.
we could squeeze it in there. What's it like playing her, somebody as big as her?
It's unique for me because my family knew her. My uncle was Johnny Cash, and my dad even knew her growing up, touring with Johnny in June. And so I feel very connected to her. And her plane went down 20 miles from my house.
My goodness.
So there are people in my town who remember the night, remember the sirens going off, remember the stories, and I just have a very special connection to her. Being a Cash, I have those low notes naturally. A lot of people have to work really hard for that about, you know, they're like, oh, I can't get there. Well, I've got this little Cash thing.
Good for you.
But
That's
I
great.
had to really learn a lot about her and really embrace who she was, because she was something else in country music for women. She paved a way for even women today.
Absolutely.
And she crossed markets. She went into the pop market.
Absolutely.
She was
See, when I was a kid, I didn't grow up listening to country. I was a rock and roller, but still, I knew who Patsy Cline was.
Well,
and
you
I loved
probably
her
knew
voice.
Johnny too, because he was rockabilly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
that's
Elvis,
right,
you know, it all crossed over. Everybody was the same.
They were unique.
When I was a
They
kid,
were different,
right?
yeah.
And you mentioned, you know, Johnny Cash being your uncle, and you're also a former Miss America.
Yes.
All right.
But from the 1900s. I mean, like way back in the 1900s. Yes, I was
That's all
Miss
right.
America.
I'm from that era too. All right. So tell us about singing the song Jackson with Johnny Cash.
Well, one of the neat things I got to do after winning the Miss America pageant, they have something called a homecoming where they bring Miss America back, and yay, she won. And of course, they asked my uncle to come. And it just happens to be the Miss Tennessee pageants held in Jackson, Tennessee.
Wow.
So I got to sing Jackson with Johnny, and I'm the only other person other than June that's ever sung it with him.
Right, that's pretty cool.
Really special.
And you've played Patsy Cline in a number of productions.
Oh, I played her for 7 years.
Tell us about the first time that you broke it to your uncle that you were doing that. That's a special story.
Listen, the best story was that he was in the hospital. That part's not good.
Right.
But in his later years, he was in hospital. And I came to see him to let him know that I'd finally arrived as a Cash, because I really grew up singing show tunes, and I played classical piano, which was not very Cash.
Yeah.
But I'm playing Patsy Cline. This is 2001, so it's a long time ago. And he kind of reared up, and I thought, oh, he's going to share something profound. Let me know something about her. And he said, he rumbled. He didn't say, well, Kelly. That's how he talked.
Yeah.
If you're going to play Patsy, you'll have to down a pint of whiskey first. Was not what I expected to say.
Get the pipes just right.
But Patsy, she hung with the boys.
Yeah.
She would get in the car with the boys. She could hang with them. She had fun with them. And then on stage, she was this beautiful presence. She was very much a lady and sang beautifully, but she wasn't afraid just to hang with them and be like, yeah, I'll take a swig of that, you bet. Now, I'll admit, I did not down a pint of whiskey ever before a performance. I'm not sure I would have remembered all the words and gotten the lines right, because it's theatrical.
That's a trick.
But, you know, there was just something about her personality that he let me know through that story.
That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, and she was also the first female country singer to play Carnegie Hall and also headline at Viva Las Vegas. So,
I know.
I mean, it must be a lot of pressure. Do you feel it when you play somebody like that?
Well, I especially did when I first started doing it. And I'll admit I got a little comfortable with it, but each production, I do feel that pressure right before, because she's iconic.
Right.
Just like my Uncle Johnny was. And people have a certain love for her that's different than a regular artist. And I feel like I have got to be true to her, but I have to move the story along. I mean, you only have 2 hours to tell the story. So obviously we can't do everything exactly the way Patsy would do it.
Right.
So I have to be true to who she was, her sound, her persona, but then still move the story along, because the story is based on a true story. It's a true relationship, a true friendship, and you will leave knowing a little bit about this lady because she became friends with a fan, something we hardly can do nowadays.
Well, that's right.
This is a time
it's a whole
that was
different
gone,
ballgame, exactly.
but we could do that back in those days.
Right, no doubt. This is a must-see show, and it's been extended until May the 24th. So, you know, continued success.
Please come. It's
well,
fun.
thank you for coming here and hanging out with us. All right.